All right, there we go. It's recording. Go to the quiz.
I got the first one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. I feel like I'm wrong, but I still wanted to pick
D.
D.
Let's see.
Yep, I think it's D.
Is it D? Okay. So it was the opposite. Okay. Oof, I think I got them all opposite then.
No, you're good, man. So if it's higher, they import because they'd rather buy.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because
I
it's
don't
cheaper
know.
somewhere else to buy, so the other place has the comparative advantage.
Yeah, it's all about
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, I think I just clicked the wrong one because that was the one I was gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just clicked the wrong one.
To
Sometimes I nervously click and then I get the right answer and then I accidentally click the wrong one. And then I turn into the quiz and then I look up like, oh no, I like double clicked, or sometimes I like randomly just like twitch out and click multiple times because I get stressed out.
Suppose the nation of Canada forbids international trade. In Canada, you can obtain a hockey stick by trading 5 baseball bats. In other countries, you can obtain a hockey stick by trading 8 baseball bats. These facts indicate that. So it's A for sure.
That's what I have.
And then Canada has a comparative advantage. So wouldn't it be all the above are correct?
I had all the above, but I'm not sure about that. Definitely A, but I can't.
There was. Let's see.
It's hockey stick, so I don't think it mentions anything about hockey sticks. So.
Oh, well, yeah, true.
Or I mean, baseball bats. So we don't know if they are.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you would reverse it, wouldn't you? So, like for baseball bats, it would be like 1/5, or let's see. So, like for one baseball bat, it would be 1/5 hockey stick, and then for the other countries, it would be 1/8 baseball or 1/8 hockey sticks for one baseball bat.
Yeah, so it did be A, right?
Well,
1/8 and 1/5 isn't.
but I mean, but it has a comparative advantage or absolute advantage for hockey sticks, though, isn't it? Because they can produce one hockey stick for 5 baseball bats. That's the absolute value, right? Or advantage.
Yeah.
So if A and B are correct, then it's got to be D.
Yeah, probably. That's what I thought, but I'm not sure about C. I don't know about C.
So, yeah, C I wasn't sure of, but if
I definitely think A and B are, but I don't really understand D.
If you reverse it, isn't 1/8 less than 1/5? So
Yeah, I don't think
so they would have the comparative advantage.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, because like let's see, the comparative advantage was who gives up the least opportunity cost, right?
Yeah, no.
But the absolute advantage was the cheapest to make, or I'm still a little gray on that.
Yeah, I think it's A because I don't think C is correct, and then
an agent will produce more and consume less of a good, which they have a comparative advantage of. So,
an absolute advantage. Just because they have a comparative advantage doesn't absolutely mean they have the absolute advantage. You know what I mean?
Right. Depends what you're comparing it to.
Yeah.
I have no idea. What? Yeah.
All right. I'm good with A.
Okay.
Let's-
Okay, yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, I'm still questioning the C.
3 is C. Comparative advantage.
That's what I have.
I have that.
After a country goes from disallowing trade in coffee with other countries to allowing trade in coffee with other countries, the domestic price of coffee will be greater than the world price. Domestic price of coffee will be lower. Domestic price of coffee will be equal. Wouldn't it be equal to the world
Yeah.
price?
Yeah, I got C because I think it always adjusts to the world price. They give up their domestic price.
Yeah, it's C, right?
Yeah.
The before trade domestic price of peaches in the United States is $40 per bushel. The world price of peaches is $52 per bushel. The U.S. is a price taker in the market for peaches. Okay. So if
What's
trade,
the price taker again?
That means
oh, go ahead.
that means that they don't influence the price. So whatever the world price is, they just have to accept it.
Okay.
So let's say the world price is higher, so they would become an exporter of peaches. Is what I got.
Yep.
So, what is it? It's B?
B.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they
I
produce
guessed
at,
on that one.
yeah, because they're producing at $40, but the world price is at 50. So because it's cheaper for them to produce it, then they will export it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
The trade enhances the economic well-being of a nation in the sense that so the gains of domestic producers of a good exceed the losses of domestic consumers of good, regardless of whether a nation imports. I would.
Hi guys, I'm sorry I'm late.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Do you want to go back over the ones you missed? Or?
Yeah. We're just on question 6, so we can go
Okay.
back.
Question 6.
So we can just let us know when you're ready. We can.
We can go back through one.
Or we can just do that at the end as well.
Okay. I am ready. Yeah. I wasn't sure about that. A specific answer.
We got. So we got B for 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, we have A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Same as me.
3 is we got C.
C. 4C also?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great.
And 5, we got B.
B. Oh, okay. I was wrong about that.
If you're good with those, we can. We were just barely started 6 here.
Okay, great.
I put down C, but I don't remember how or why I did, and because this one doesn't make sense to me.
I skipped it.
It's like B sounds good, but like, how do you know if it's the producer that's going to benefit instead of the consumer? You don't know if it's a.
I don't give you much information.
Oh, let's see. Trade enhancement.
Wouldn't it be C?
So when you
No.
Oh no, it's not B because it's not regardless of whether. So I think it would be C
Doesn't it depend on if it's an export and import,
if the surplus, but
or the surplus is always?
no, I think it just depends on what surplus grows, because if you import the producer surplus increases, right?
Oh, but the consumer, if you're exporting, so either way, so total surplus. So either way, you're
So either way it grows. It just depends on which one grows.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. See, makes sense. Good then.
Sweet, I got one down.
So 7, the figure illustrates the market for tricycles in a country.
I have no clue.
Wait, is this the same?
Yeah, I think they're the same exact. Oh wait, yeah.
Just double 0.5.
I'm not sure. Yeah, they look the same to me.
It's the same one.
Is that like an error or something? So if this country allows free trade in tricycles,
Oh, because the first one is for multiple questions. The second one is the specific question, but they're the same. The next question is based on
they'd be exporters, right? Because the world price is. No, they'd be
They'd be importer. Wait, yeah, import.
Yeah, import.
Because the price goes down.
Yeah.
So consumers will gain. The triangle goes bigger on the
They get it for cheap.
So it's A?
That's A.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was gonna guess C, but that makes more sense.
I put C also, yeah, but it makes more sense than letter A.
When a country allows trade and becomes an exporter of a good, which of the following is not a consequence? So A is a consequence. Price received by domestic producers of the good. That's true. The loss is domestic.
C is
I think it's C.
It's C.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
Yeah, I think it's C.
Yeah, C.
on to the next one.
Number 9. All right, with number 9, with trade producer surplus is, I've got 900.
So it's the triangle right here below world price and domestic supply, right?
For with producers. Yeah, it is. Trade.
Isn't it 1100? I don't know. I hate these charts with such a passion.
You're not allowed.
This is an importer, right? So producer surplus would be. So this is after with trade. Yeah, so it's this triangle right here. From that's made up of the world price and domestic supply. So 8.
What is it? 1100 then?
6.
I don't really know how to read the chart, to be honest.
1 second.
Hold on, it's on the PowerPoint.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's that triangle. Yeah, so it's from the 614.
I got
Two more.
900. Yeah.
You got 900. Okay.
Yeah. So it's the
So then you would take the 8 and minus the 2. So you're doing that small triangle on the bottom, which is the producer surplus, which is 6, and then you multiply that by the 300, where it intersects the world price, and then you just filing the area, which is
half
so
of
6 times 300 divided by 2, which is 900. That makes sense. Good.
I'll go with that.
Can you say that again, please? Because I didn't.
Yeah. Hey, let me do this. Let me share my screen really quick.
Yeah, please.
So right here. Oh. Okay, so producer. So produce. Can you see it good, or is it all weird?
You can see it when you talk.
So the producer one, when their imports is made up of the world price and the domestic supply triangle right here.
So is that little triangle? Okay.
Yeah, so you just have to find the area. So you do that by so 8 and 2 are the points here. So you just do 8 minus 2, which is 6, times it by 300, and then you divide it by 2.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay. Great. Thanks for the explanation.
No problem.
Okay.
And number 10, I got 845.
Yeah, I got that. Okay.
Without trade when they're exports.
Yeah. So without trade, it's just the straight triangle of the top half, right?
So
Just 28 minus 15.
equilibrium price and the world price above that and the demand curve.
No, so I don't think the world price is a factor because it's without trade.
So right, no, but so do you remember the PowerPoint? Sorry, that's just how I'm thinking of it. The PowerPoint, they give out those graphs that have like the A, B, and
Yeah.
so it just has it broken up into points. I don't have the PowerPoint on this computer. I have it on my laptop. It has
So
like this point right here is A, and this point like this section is B.
Yeah, it's those two areas. So it's
So it's right here. Yeah, the world price isn't
15,
a factor, but that's just how I memorized it. So
no, that's perfect. So it's 28 minus 15, which is 13, times 130
divided by 2.
divided by 2, and I got 845.
Correct. So with trade, total surplus in Guatemalan coffee. So with trade, total surplus would be A plus B. Well, technically D too, right? And F and C. And then also G.
I think so.
So
What does G stand for?
that's just the gain from trade right there. Because if you look at it, that's
I don't know why, but these charts just really confuse me.
Yeah, you just can't like overthink them. That's what my issue was. And then like once you just step back and just it starts to make more sense. So
I agree with A, B, and C. I don't really know about the other ones though.
yeah.
I just, I don't know. I'd assume that's probably right.
Base times height.
How would you solve that though? Just like the total.
140 minus 30 times the height of 30 divided by 2. 1650, and then you just gotta find the base of this little triangle. Gotta love math. Bases.
Are these charts going to be in the whole class? I really hope not. Oh man.
So I get 1870.
So did you add G?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question. Why wouldn't H be in it?
So here, can you let me do this? Can you see this chart?
Yeah.
Show it again, please.
Yeah, I can see.
I think.
So this is like this is like an export graph.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you look right here, it's like with trade, you add A plus B plus C and D, so which is the gain from trade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
1870. Yeah. Okay, I get 1870.
Okay. Now we're involving tariffs here, which aren't bad.
112, right?
Yep. Okay, so when a country moves from free trade to trade and a tariff, consumer surplus.
Yeah.
So consumer surplus just turns into the part above the triangle of above the world price plus tariff and the domestic demand.
Yeah, I got B on this one.
I'm hearing, yeah, I believe you. I just want to work out the math for my practice. Four times.
Hey, wouldn't it be supply instead of demand, or am I thinking backwards? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I thought it was supply, not demand, on the chart, like the little line thing. I don't know.
No, it's so I was just outlining the triangle so that the demand curve is the top part of the triangle here. So what? Okay, so I got B2.
What did you get?
I got B.
So why would they be separate numbers? Just wondering.
Like producer surplus and consumer surplus.
So the bottom triangle, the producer's surplus, that's going to increase as you go from the world price line, jumps up to the world price plus tariff. That producer surplus is going to jump from the 20 to the 28 in that bottom triangle. So that's why that one increases, but then because that increases, you're taking space away from the consumer surplus, so it decreases.
And then the other one decreases. Okay.
Yeah, so you remember how like they're talking about either with trade, either the producer suffers or the consumer suffers. They both can't gain. It's just their gains outweigh the suffering, so that it's still beneficial. This is just the math that shows it. Okay. So there'll always be two numbers.
That explains it. I don't get math, so at all. So I'm trying to wrap my head around this with it.
Oh, you're good. So it's pretty much, in the simplest sense, you're figuring out areas out on the shapes of the graph.
Okay. All right.
And like the PowerPoint, those graphs, those really help out with it. They kind of
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, so
I need to do that.
Yeah, I recommend that.
Yeah, sometimes I forget that there's no PowerPoint.
Yeah, no, it really simplifies it a lot. So, so the nation of Aquilonia has decided to end its policy of not trading with the rest of the world. When it ends its trade restrictions, it discovers that it's importing rice, exporting steel, and neither importing nor exporting TV. We can conclude that producer surplus in Aquilonia is now the producer.
Well, wouldn't the TV market be unchanged? Still not doing either.
Yeah,
that one I wasn't sure.
If they're importing rice, the producer surplus is going to fall there. If they're exporting steel, it's going to rise.
So I got A.
That's what I think. A.
That's what I think too. That's why I asked about unchanged.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The figure below illustrates a tariff. Yeah. So it's realized D and F, right?
Yeah, D and F. So that's a good. Like the in the PowerPoint, you'll get charts like this where it breaks down all the triangles. Yeah. You know which ones you just need to find the areas for.
I feel like it's easier when they put like A, B, C, and D. Like when they put the letters in it. I don't know.
No, it explains what all these will mean. Like, so D and F are the loss and E is government gain. So that's why I explain what the tariff is. But so. So the following diagram shows domestic demand and supply in a market. In addition, assume that the world price is $40 per unit. Okay. So it'll be importers. Suppose the government imposes a tariff of $20 per unit. So it raises it to $60.
Why did I do that wrong?
Wouldn't the increase and decrease be the same? Or no?
So not necessarily. Yeah, before the tariff, if you look at it, so you just draw a line across the 40. So that means that they were importing, so it'd just be 1,800 minus 600. So 1,200. So then,
So when they,
go ahead.
so when they add a tariff, you bring the line up.
Yeah, so you just
So I got that
tariff is
backwards.
just you just add it to the world price, and that becomes the new price.
Okay.
And so when they bring that up, they're now demanding 1,600 and supplying
1,500.
900, right?
Well, you're going up to 60,
Yeah,
so it's 1,500. Yeah.
and 900, right?
Right.
So it decreases by 600 units, right?
Yeah, 600. But
now he's got to figure out.
so the
production.
domestic production would be the supply line, so that goes from 600 to 900, which would be 300. So C, right?
I'm clear on that.
Is it C or A? I mean, C or
C.
D?
It's C. Do you see how he got that? So
Kinda, yeah.
So draw your imaginary line on 40, on the price 40 all across the graph.
Yeah.
And where that crosses the supply line is 600.
Yeah.
But then when you draw your line, when you put in the tariff, you add the $20, you draw it across 60, and it crosses the supply line at 900. So their supply increases by 300.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I kind of.
Yeah. The figure illustrates the market of roses in a country. Okay. So this is another part where we're gonna have to find the area. And this is what you'll learn in the PowerPoint too. So the government, like their revenue portion is the box that's surrounded by the deadweight that we did earlier. So it'll be this little rectangle here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what we gotta find the area too.
So it's 200 to 400, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 200.
So you subtract 200 from 400 to get the length.
So it's A?
You times it by 1, which would be 200.
So I got 200.
Would be
I'm pretty sure that's right.
So the general agreement on tariffs and trade was initiated in response to, I don't remember learning that. I must have.
Let's see. So according to Wikipedia, it's an agreement between many countries whose overall purpose was to promote international trade by reducing or eliminating trade barriers such as tariffs or quotas. So this is a response to high tariffs in the 1930s and make it interesting.
Isn't it D, the Great Depression? Or no?
Was first discussed.
I think it is the 19.
Let me Google it real fast.
I think it is.
It is the 1930.
This is 1947. If you want.
Something boost to whatever. Maybe it's not.
I think it's D.
find it better. Apparently, it was signed in 1947. What?
That's what I was 1947. So it's not,
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that we learned that it was. Oh, I don't know. I googled it, and that's what it's saying. So I'm confused.
Well, it came in 1947, but it could be a response to something earlier, so the 1930s.
Oh.
So I'm gonna guess D.
Okay.
Yeah, I always second guess myself. Right? Yeah, I suppose it couldn't be C. And
So 18 then?
Yeah.
Okay. So the infant industry argument is, I think, A, based on the belief that protecting industries when they are young will pay off later.
I believe that's right. Yeah, let me read that one real fast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's A.
Okay. Huh?
And this one, trade restrictions, which of the arguments is, it's, I remember this one from the reading, is trade restrictions are sometimes necessary for national security.
Yeah, that is C.
I agree.
That was D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then economists view the fact that Florida grows oranges, Texas pumps oil, and California makes wine as, I would think, A.
Yeah, the confirmation of inventions. Right. So the number 19, it's not C, it's D.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The number 19?
I put D at 19.
Oh, okay.
I put D as well.
Does everyone agree in those last couple ones we did?
Yeah.
20A is A, right? Do we agree on that?
28.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. I'm going to turn it in. I'll tell you what I get. Boom. 20 out of 20.
Oh, really?
Nice. I'm sorry. What was the answer on the number? Number
Which-
16.
For which one?
The 16.
16 was 200.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which one did you say was the number 18? The infant industry.
That one's that the belief that protecting them while they're young pays off
A.
later.
Okay. A.
Hey. Oh, that's great.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I got 20 out 20.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe I won't fail this class after all.
Yeah. And it took us less time than before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Great.
a little shorter this week.
Thanks for explaining all that, John. That helps out a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It actually did help. So
No
I
problem.
appreciate it.
Okay, see you guys
See you
next
there.
week.
All right, see you guys next week.
I'll turn it in.
Oh, we need to post the names of the people that were in here with the link.
Cool.
Whoever's posting
You
the
want
video.
to post
We'll do.
You're gonna do that? Okay.
Yeah, I got it. So this is everyone but Moon. So,
Okay. Yeah. Sweet.
okay, see you guys next
All
week.
right. See you
Okay.
guys.